Hurricane Glamping. I had painted the scene for them. Miles and miles of deserted beach, the rolling hills of Donegal tumbling down to the coastline. "Let's take the girls to Dunfanaghy," I said to my husband. "They will love it." Too old or too soft for camping, we decided to go glamping. A few clicks on a shiny screen and the whole thing was booked. The girls packed a bag each with all the essentials that a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old might need on holiday. A naked doll with a missing arm, a teddy bear with a ripped ear, and the beloved Moo, without whom no holiday is complete. With the car loaded, we set off on our adventure. Under the chatter of the children and the hum of the engine on the road, I heard the weather forecaster mention something about storm force winds, a remnant from Hurricane Gertrude, set to hit the coast this weekend. My husband saw the shadow of doubt crossing my face. "Stop worrying, it'll be fine," he reassured me. 3 hours and 2 confined children later, we spilled out of the car and into the campsite, taking a first look at our home for the weekend. It was a canvas bell tent. It looked pretty robust, but with the words storm force echoing in my ears, I still felt a little anxious. Maybe we should check if there's a B&B available. I floated the idea half-heartedly, knowing that at this point, on an August bank holiday, we had no chance. Unzipping the canvas door, the girls exploded into the tent. "There are beds," they exclaimed, jumping from one to another. A chorus of "This one is mine" rang out as they marked their territories. Their enthusiasm carried me along, and into the tent I went. Glamping had conjured up images of sipping champagne while wearing wellies, or luxury paired with a little bit of the great outdoors. But the only thing luxurious about this so far was the price. I sat on the bed as the girls ran round in excited circles. "There's no heat," I whispered to my husband, "and the bed is damp." He gave me his best "We're here now, let's make the most of it" look, and led us all off to Marble Hill Beach. Between showers of rain that came from nowhere, horizontal and unforgiving, the girls revelled in building sandcastles. Zipped up to the neck in fleece-lined coats, wellies on and hats pulled down low, they made the most of a summer holiday in Donegal. They ran to the water, splashing in the shallows. The sea a steel grey, reflecting the stormy sky above. But a cold, dark, wet August day did not dampen their spirits. As night fell, we settled into our tent, and for a while there was calm. I lay there, listening to the sounds beyond the thin layer of canvas that separated us from the night sky. I could hear the hushed tones of other families settling in for the night, and the excited chatter of young people setting out for a night out in the town, whispering loudly as their footsteps faded into the darkness. I suppose I must have slept at some point, but when Gertrude made landfall, we knew about it. The soft rustle in the trees became louder and stronger, and I imagined the branches swaying and bending under the strain of the storm. In the dim light, I watched the canvas roof rise and fall with the movement of the wind. Then the rain came, relentless and unabated. Every drop that hit the tent seemed louder and stronger than the last, and I knew with certainty it would wake the children. At home, on a normal night, you can hear her footsteps as she creeps softly into our room. A whisper in my ear about a bad dream, and she settles to sleep beside me. But in the tent, she catapulted herself from her bed to mine, wide-eyed in terror. "The rain! It's so loud! Is it going to come in?" Her panicked voice causing her sister to open her eyes. The 4 of us huddled together under the damp duvet and listened to the storm beyond the canvas. The howling wind and the hammering rain gave them a fitful night's sleep. But, like all stormy nights, it passes with the dawn. Pale-faced and shivering, they awoke and declared their love of glamping, demanding a cup of tea to warm them up and another trip to Marble Hill Beach. And that's exactly what we did.